But one of my favorite things to do is say, ask me anything. Try and stop me about this museum. Find something I don't know, because I feel like I've been here long enough that I know everything. So all the questions you always wanted to know, raise your hand and we will take questions from the audience before. And then I'm also, in just a little bit, I'm going to take some questions that you want to ask Fred Haise so we can make sure we get it on the list. And I'll answer the first question for you. Why isn't it called Omniplex anymore? Right? For a time, on social media, it will always be Omniplex had more followers than Science Museum of Oklahoma. I was one of them. But now let's think about that. So all of us that know it as Omniplex probably grew up here and had a lot of love for it. But think about if we didn't grow up here and you saw this building, and you heard the word Omniplex, you'd be like, business complex, movie theater? What is it? There's not even windows in that building. So we have the opportunity to rebrand and kind of reinvent the place. And so then we became Science Museum of Oklahoma, because now there's no question about what are we, where are we? We're Science Museum of Oklahoma, not Science Museum of Oklahoma, because we are all one. We are all Oklahoma. So that's the number one question I usually get, besides how do astronauts go to the bathroom in space. And I'll let Mr. Haise go to the bathroom. So, raise your hand if you've got a question about this place. Anybody? Right there in the middle of the back. And I'm going to ask one of our volunteers to listen for the question and then repeat it for me. Because I threw my hip out yesterday because that goes back to me being cool. And I can't do these stairs the way I used to. All right, young man with the hand up. Tell Lane right here in the beanie what your question is and he'll repeat it for you.
You didn't have one. Oh, okay. It was a different kind of question.
It was a stretch, it wasn't a question. Anybody else? Right here. Oh, that's a great question. How long has Science Live been a thing? A long time. Now, it didn't always live as it is now in this auditorium, but Science Live was actually birthed as a live science show called What is Science? I could probably recite it by memory right now. And then it turned into, why don't we do it into the auditorium? So it's probably been in the auditorium for 10 years maybe? A little longer than that. But it started just with a live science show out on the floor, and we didn't always have facilitators in the building doing shows. There's a question down here. Oh, another one over here. Oh, gosh, now I've got actual hands in there. Yes, and the hat. That's my favorite question of all times. Why was the Science Museum named? Well, we started as a planetarium on the fairgrounds because of a man's vision named John Kirkpatrick, who was an incredible visionary for our city. And you've probably seen the name on more than just our building here, because we are Science Museum Oklahoma in Kirkpatrick Center. Well, John Kirkpatrick had a vision that the community needed a place to be inspired about science, to nurture the inventors of tomorrow. And he started with the planetarium. And in 1978, we opened this building that we're in now, Kirkpatrick Center, because he thought, wow, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a whole shopping mall? You can go to the shopping mall and you can buy like underwear and tops and stuff all under one roof. So why not get all of your culture under one roof? So we opened as Omniplex Science Museum, Kirkpatrick Planetarium. We added on to this building in the early 80s with the Aviation and Space Museum and Hall of Fame. Little known fact, we built a building around the train car.
I just
over there. We
one picture.
And then in 1997, we merged the art, science, and aviation to become Omniplex as one. And for one time, we were Kirkpatrick Science and Airspace Museum and Omniplex. And so it was really because we are the museum that our community deserves. It was a great vision for it. And I heard a question over here. Yeah, you. Tell me about it. You. Please read the Omniplex. You want to hear my big, long, explanation about But thank you for giving me this opportunity to draw this out even more as we're running late.
Here.
But you know what, then, here's the great thing about calling it Omniplex. You can call it Omniplex, you can call it Science Museum in Oklahoma. Because no matter what you call it, it's usually said with memories and fond remembrances. So it's usually met with love. So as long as you say, like, oh, Omniplex, no.
Give him milk. Gata.
You can call it whatever you want, not it'll make all of us happy. The fact you're here makes us the happiest of all. All right. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Hello. I was just wondering what the oldest exhibit is, not in age, but like longevity.
Longevity. That is a famous question that we just talked about the other day. It's like I should pay you for asking that. So there's a lot of exhibits in this museum that were here when we first opened. And somebody asked me the other day what my favorite exhibit was, and you can't pick a favorite, but I have one that I have a lot of memories with, and it was one of the oldest exhibits. And as far as durability, it is the tree that you clap and it lights up, the enchanted tree. How many of y'all have seen that? That's awesome. Yeah, so the enchanted tree